Hello once again and welcome back to Triple G Sports Replays. We're going to do something different today. We are going to play PLAAY games, red, white, and blue racing. I have the 1992 season and we are going to do the Budweiser 500 from May 31st. I've already done race week and we've got our starting lineups figured out. And in the poll, our points leader is Davey Allison. Second will be Dick Trickle. Third, Terry Labonte. Fourth, Bill Elliott. Fifth, Jeffrey Bodine. Sixth is Jimmy Hensley. Seventh, Morgan Shepherd. Looking at eighth, Brett Bodine. Ninth is Greg Sachs. 10th, Dave Marcus. 11th, Harry Gant. 12th is Darrell Waltrip. 13th, Wally Dallenbach. 14th, Ernie Irvin. 15th, Ricky Rudd. 16th, Kyle Petty. 7th is Alan Kowicki, who won the title that year. 18th, Kenny Schrader. 19th, Dale Jarrett. And then here in the bottom group are going to be some bigger names. We do have Jerry O'Neill, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, Hut Strickland, Chad Little, Rick Mast, Jimmy Means, the King Richard Petty, Michael Waltrip, Jerry Hill, Mike Potter, Derek Cope, Andy Belmont, Bobby Hamilton, Ted Musgrave, the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt, slow week, and that's why he's down there so far, James Hilton, and Jimmy Horton. So that is the 38 racers that will be in this race. And I don't play it often, so you might check me referring to the rule book every once in a while. But let's go and drop the green flag. This race is 500 miles, which means 50 turns. This one's going to take a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. And they dropped the green, and so 6 means we're going to have a duel right out of the gate between Carden and with a 5, that's going to number 5 car in the top group. So number 5 in the top group is Jimmy Hensley. Does he want to do a duel with anyone? He is going to try to take on Terry Labonte. So he needs to roll his 4 or less on the red die. He does. So they switch. Now Labonte's in trouble. Can he escape? He needs an 11. He got a 9. So yes, he does. But he will be fuming. And there we are, 10 laps down. All right, next set of laps will be laps 11 through 20. And that's a 5, which is going to be, let's see, 5 is lower group, right? 5 is the bottom group. And 6 will be control. So we're going to do a control check and see if anyone can move up. Dale Earnhardt has control. We need to get a red die 5 or less. We do. And that's going to be 1 odd. So he's going up against Sachs with a 5, and he cannot do anything about it. So they're going to switch. So Earnhardt making a big move here. Control with Ted Musgrave. We need to roll a 4 or less. We do. He's going after group number 2, odd, which is Harry Gant. And Harry does have the brakes, and there's one on, so he doesn't get by him. Control, Derek Cope. We need a 3 or less on the red die. Nope. Jerry Hill, we need a 2 or less. And he does not get it, but since he's got this red, he is going to experience, he is going to be out of the race. Right, that's an automatic out. Let me verify that. But I believe if you've got a red triangle and you do not get your gas pedal, you are automatically out. Triangle symbol. Exit the race on any outside. So he is done. And so Jerry Hill will be the first racer out of the race, car number 56. And we're going to say that was probably about lap number 14 out. Must be an engine problem. All right, control is Michael Waltrip. Michael has a 2. He's going to go up against 2 even. Marcus with a 5. Nope, you can't stop it. And so they will switch spots. Who's got control? Jimmy Means has control. A 1, yep, he's going to go up against 5 odd, which is Kowicki, 1, 2, and they're going to switch spot and a control. So, or wait, no, it'd be 1, 2 without the brake. So no, they will switch. So we said that was Means. Switch him with Kowicki. Control, Rick Mast has control. He needs a 3. And he gets it with a 1. He's going to go up against car 5 odd, which is Means. And we'll swap. And we need to double check the challenge. All right, control, Chad Little. He's got a 5, he does not. Control, Strickland a 4. He gets a 5. Control, Sterling Marlin. He gets a 5, which is good. He goes after 1 odd. Daryl Earnhardt, he's got 1, and he will hold. That's right. So that one shouldn't have happened. Who was it that swapped out? I don't remember now, but Kowicki should have stayed up here. Who did he swap with? I don't remember. All right. Let's see. Martin has control. He needs a 5. He gets it. That'll be 4 odd. And there's 1, 2, 3. So Rudd holds him off. And that's it for the controls. So we are 20 laps in. Still have Davey Allison in with the lead. All right, next group of laps. 1 will be the top group, and a 5 will be stars. So who is a star? Morgan Shepherd's a star. So he needs a 4. Davey Allison has 2 stars. Hang on here. I need to double check this. Challenges. I don't think, do we look at those same? Like I say, it's been a while since I've played this game. Quality challenge. So, so you go, the defender has the indicated quality, he gets a bonus brake symbol. The maximum you can have is 5, so that's right. So Davey Allison, not only is he a star, he's a star twice, plus he's got 2 stars, plus he has 2 breaks, you can't have 6. So you can max you can have is 5. So Morgan needs a 4. He gets it, and Allison needs a 6, so he's gonna get to swap. And so Morgan Shepherd is the new leader. Call it lap 22. All right. So he led 22 laps. Star quality, Terry Labonte does, so he needs a 4. He gets it done, and we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 with a 4, so he holds them off. Jeffrey Bodine's a star, and he's got a chip, so he doesn't need to use it. He's able to take over and keep his chip. And so Jeffrey Bodine in the 15 Motorcraft takes over the lead. We'll say that took about 3 laps. Lap 26. Bill Elliott's a star. He needs a 5. He gets a 6. And that's it. So through 30 laps, we now have Jeffrey Bodine in the lead. All right, next challenge is a 3, which will be the middle group. And 10 is skill. So we're going for skill in the middle. So who's got skill? Well, Dale Jarrett has skill. He needs a 4. He gets it. He's going after the 1 car with a 5. And he's going to take him. Dale Jarrett moves up to 2nd place. Kenny Schrader's got skill. We need a 5. We get it. He's going after the 1 car with a 4. 1, 2. And they will swap spots. So Jarrett up and back. Schrader moves in the 2nd. Who else has skill? Kyle Petty's got skill. We need a 5 for Kyle. We get a 4. He's going after the 1 car with a 4. And he gets him. Everybody's moving up to 2nd and back down again. Ernie Irvin's got skill. He's got a 5 pedal rating. That's a 6. Wally Dallenbach Jr. has skill. That's a 4. He's going after the 2 car with a 2. 1, 2. He holds him off. Dale Waltrip has 2 skill. So he has a shot to maybe get up to the lead. So first one is a 6. Nope. So he's going to use a 2nd skill. A 3, yes. Going after car 6. And that'll be a swap. So Darrell moves up to number 7. Harry Gant in the Skull Bandit, number 33, has skill. That's a 2. He's going after the 4 car with a 3. 1, 2, 3. Morgan Shepherd holds him off. And that's it for the skill. So 40 laps used. And we still got Jeffrey Bodine in the Ford Motorcraft in the lead. All right, and so turn number 5 is going to be a 5, which will be the bottom group, and 9 is trouble. So first off, for trouble, we're going to see who's in trouble. So if we did, so we got to do trouble for the group. So we start up here, and can they avoid? So we have an escape of 11. We're just going to roll the red, white. Can he escape with an 11? Yes. Rusty Wallace needs a 10. Yes. Mark Martin has an 8. He escapes. Sterling Marlin with an 8. He does not. Hut Strickland with an 8. He does not. Chad Little with a 5. He does not. Jimmy Means with a 10. He manages to escape. Alan Kolwicki with a 9. He manages to escape. Richard Petty needs a 7. He does not. Dave Mears needs an 8. He escapes. Mike Potter needs an 11. He gets out of that. Derek Cope with a 7. He escapes. Andy Belmont needs an 11. He escapes. What about Bobby Hamilton with a 9? He gets through there okay. Ted Musgrave with a 9. He escapes. Greg Sachs needs an 8. He does not. James Hilton needs an 11. He gets through there. And Jimmy Horton needs a 7. And he did. So we got 5 cars in here. And so on the lap, we're going to say it's lap 50. We have trouble. Car number 22, 12, 9, 43, and 41 are involved. Now, can any of these guys get back out on the track? We're going to start with Sterling Marlin. He's got a B rating in his pit crew, and we're in the first third, so we need to get a 10 or less. Excuse me, repairs are -1, so a 9 or less. And he manages to get back out and stay out. Strickland's got a D, so we need to have a 7 or less to stay in the race, and we do. All right, Chad Little has a D rating, so we need 7 or less, and he does. Richard Petty's got a C rating, we need 8 or less, and he does. And Greg Sachs has a C rating, so we need a 8 or less, and we do. They are all able to get back up, but they're all in the back of the pack. So they're all able to get out, but we're going to have a yellow for 2 turns, and that's going to take us into our pit stop. So, and that's a yellow. So, now we got to do a pit stop. All right. So first off, on pit stop, cars number 1 and 4 have to swap. So 1 and 4 will switch places on the top and bottom group. A 2 on a pit stop is the top and the leader get to try for a quick pit and earn a chip. So Jeffrey Bodine has a pit rating of 7. And we get a 7. No, we don't. Morgan Shepherd, pit rating 7. Yes, he does. He gets a chip. Jimmy Hensley, pit rating 6. No, he does not. Bill Elliott, pit rating of 10. He will get a chip. Kyle Petty, pit rating of 9. He will get a chip. Terry Labonte, pit rating of 8. He will get a chip. And Daryl Waltrip, pit rating of 8. He will not. So we need to swap drivers. And one guy is going to get a chance to pull out ahead of the leader. So let's see, who is it going to be? So the white will dictate which racer, and the 5 will be the gas. Racer number 2 is Bill Elliott. His gas is a 6. Nope, but he can use his, he can use his chip, but he can defend. And so let's see. I always use chips. You would try to go for it if you could. So there we go. We're through turn number 7. That's 70 laps. All right, we're going green flag racing. 6 is going to be a duel. And a 5 is going to be the number 5 in the top group, which is Jimmy Hensley. And does he want to take on anyone? The only one he would maybe take on is Elliott, and I don't go manufacturers against each other. 2 Fords, they will. And who do we got for teams? Yeah, I think we're just going to let, I think we're just not going to let Fords go up against each other, so we'll skip that. All right, that's 80 laps. Jeffrey Bodine still in first place. 6 is another duel, and this time 3 is number 3 in the top. Well, number 3 in the top is Kyle Petty, and he is going to go after, with the Pontiac, going to go after Bill Elliott. So can he roll a 5? He does. So they're going to swap spots. He will earn a performance chip, which I know I forgot to give to somebody, and I don't remember who now. On that previous duel. Now, can Elliott keep control? He needs to have a 10 to gain control, and he does. So he's not real happy. We'll call him fuming. And that is through lap 90. All right. We're going to do a 4, which will be middle group, and then 8 will be smart plus a problem at the end. So who is smart? And it looks like Dale Jarrett is smart. So he needs a 4, and he gets it. He's going after number 6 with a 4, 1, 2. No, he doesn't. And so he will work his way up to 6th place. Who else is smart? Rick Mast is smart. He needs a 3. He does not get it. Who else is smart? Dale Earnhardt's smart. He needs a 5. He gets it. He's going after number 4 with a 4. Smart 1, 2, 3, 4. He can hold off and not use his chip. Brett Bodine is smart. He needs a 4. Does not get it. Wally Dallenbach is smart. Needs a 3. He gets a 2. And he's going up against car number 5. And so he will move up to 6th place. Who else is smart? Harry Gant is smart. He'll need a 5. He gets a 3. So he's going up against car number 2. And he's able to defend without the chip. And who else is smart here? Michael Waltrip is smart. With a 4, he does not. Ricky Rudd is smart. Can he get a 4? He does. He's going up against car number 3, Bill Elliott. But that's only a 1. Elliott holds him off. Ernie Irvin has 2 smart, so he's going to get 2 chances here. He needs a 5. He has it. Going after car number 5 with a 2, 1, 2. So he loses that one, but he gets to try one more time. He gets the 1, car number 6, and that's a 6. That's an automatic swap. So he will move up to 7th place. And so through 100 laps, Jeffrey Bodine is still our leader. Morgan Shepherd's in 2nd. Kyle Petty in 3rd, followed by Bill Elliott, Terry Labonte, Wally Dallenbach Jr., Ernie Irvin, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd, and Michael Waltrip to round out your top 10. And that's through the first, we're what, 20% of the way through. All right. A 5 is the low group. Oh, we gotta have a problem too. So problems, and that was in the top group. Does anyone have a triangle? Oh, no, we do. So problems, we do. If I rolled odd, I'm going to start at the top for the highest triangle, even. No, when we did problem, that would have been 8. That was not doubles. No, it was an 8 double, so that's even doubles. And we are going to, so even, I'm going to go start at the highest triangle, and that's who's going to have the problem. Where's the highest triangle? They're all down here in the bottom. Looks like Jerry O'Neill is the highest triangle. So what is going to be his problem? His problem, 62. Problem, clutch problem, roll for repair. And so he is a E on his pit rating. So E for problem is going to be, go down 1. He needs snake eyes to stand this race. And he does not get it. Jerry O'Neill is going to be out. Second driver out. He's going to finish 37th on lap number 105. Out with a clutch problem. Everyone over here is going to move up. There we go. Next we'll do like this. We'll put 4 on these rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Trying to get them a little more manageable. So now we're going into lap 10 or turn 11. And a 2 is the top group. And 8, oh, doubles. So 8 is smart plus a problem plus a problem. So we're going to have 2 problems from having the doubles. So first off, let's run through who's moving around. And well, actually, we should do the problems first. So I have 1 at the beginning. So we said even is going to be the highest triangle, which we didn't have any up here. Who's our highest triangle? Jimmy Means. What's your problem there, Jimmy? Snake eyes. Odd problem. 45. Pit crew air to the end of the bottom group. So he's going to fall all the way back. That'll allow other cars to move up. Now we're going to run through the smart on the top. So who's smart? Well, Ernie, you're going to smart 2 times. He's going to get 2 shots at Bodine. He needs a 5. He gets it. But Bodine holds him off. He gets 1 more shot. He needs a 5. He gets it. Bodine a 3. He only has the 2. So Ernie Irvin's going to take over the lead. The number 4 Kodak on lap number 102 takes over. So that means that 74 laps were led by Jeffrey Bodine. Okay, Smart, Wally Dallenbach. He needs a 3. He gets the 2 and a 4. 1, 2, no. Ervin will hold him off. Who else is smart? Terry Labonte's smart. He needs a 4. He gets it. Ervin holds him off, but Labonte will use his chip. And Labonte moves into first. So the number 94, Sonico, moves in at lap 105. So he leads 2 laps. Smart, we got Bill Elliott Smart. He needs a 5. He does not get it. Kyle Petty's double smart with 2 chips. So he needs a 5. He gets it. And that's a 6. That's an automatic win. So he doesn't even have to use a chip. And Kyle Petty sneaks up into first place on lap 108. And then he's going to go up against Morgan Shepherd. And Morgan's smart. He needs a 4. He gets it. Petty needs a 2 to defend. He does. Morgan uses a chip. Petty uses one to defend. And there we go. So we're through lap 110. And your new leader is Kyle Petty. Now we've got another problem at the end. So let's roll a die. Is it odd or even? It's even. So we're going to start with the highest triangle rating, which we know they are all on the bottom. That's going to be Dave Marcus. What's your problem, Dave? A 61. Engine running hot, roll for repair. And he's an E pit rating. We're still in the first third, so he is going to need snake eyes to stay in here. And he does not get it. So Marcus blows an engine. So he will finish 31st. That's lap 110. Out with an engine. All right. So we're through 110 laps. Let's see what our next thing is. 5 will be the bottom group. And then 8 is smart and had a problem at the end. So first off, let's go through the smarts. Who is smart down here? And it looks like Jimmy Horton is smart. We need a 2 on the gas. We get a 4. He stays. Jim Hilton's smart, but he has a 2, but the red triangle, if you don't get a 2, he's done. He's done. He's going to be out. So that car number 48, we're going to call it lap number 114. Out, we'll say that's an engine. Who else is smart? Ted Musgrave is smart. He needs a 4. Nope. Derek Cope is smart. He'll need a 3. Nope. Mike Potter is smart. He's going to need a 3. Nope. Alan Kulwicki is smart. He needs a 5. He gets it. So 2 even is Michael Waltrip. With a 6, he will swap spots with Michael and work his way up to 19th. Mark Martin is smart. Need a 5. He gets it. Going after 4 odd. So 4 odd is Dale Earnhardt with a 2. 1, 2, he holds him off. And Rusty Wallace is smart. We need a 5. We get it. He's going after 6 odd, which is Trickle. Can he hold him off with a 3? He can't, so he will move up 1 spot. And so now we're through 120 laps. and we have to add a problem at the end. And so 6 is even. We're going to run through the highest triangle. Mike Potter. Okay, Mike, what's your problem? 22. 22 is brake problem, roll for repair. He's got an E pit rating, and we're still in the first third, which means he needs snake eyes to stay in this race. And he does not get it. So, number 77, the Canova Golf Course Construction car on lap number, let's see here, call that lap number 130, is out with brake problem. Everybody moves up. All right. We're through 130 laps. All right, and 6 will be a duel, and a 5 is number 5 in the top group. So number 5 is Wally Dallenbach. He's only got 3 gas rating with a 8 escape. He is just going to bypass. So we're going to skip that. All right, another 10 laps down. Everyone's kind of gotten into their groove. And now, still have Kyle Petty leading through 140 laps. We get a 6, which is a duel. And 6, number 6 in the top group is Jeffrey Bodine in the Motorcraft Ford. And he is going to go after Terry Labonte. So, can he get his 5? He does. Can Labonte have an 11 to escape? He does. So Labonte is fuming twice now. 2 times now he has lost a duel. He is not very happy. Okay, and that will be the end. That's 150 laps in the book. Still Kyle Petty leading the group. Okay, a 3 is the middle group, and a 7 is Reflex. So who has Reflex in the middle group? Well, Rusty Wallace does. So we need a 5. We get it. He's going after 5. And Dallenbach cannot hold him off. Rusty Wallace works his way up to 6th place. Who else has Reflex? Darrell Waltrip does. Need a 5 for Darrell. We get it. 1 car, a 5, and he cannot hold him off. Darrell Waltrip works his way up to 2nd place. Who else has Reflex? Kenny Schrader does. So a 5. Nope, that's a 6. Earl Earnhardt has a Reflex. No, he needs a 5. He gets it. Going after the 4 car with a 6, he'll earn it. And so Dale Earnhardt, after starting in 36th place, has worked his way up to 5th. Yeah. Who else has Reflex? Davey Allison does. He needs a 5. He gets it. Going after the 3 car. Has 2. Nope, he'll hold him off. Harry Gant has Reflex. Needs a 5. We got it. Going after the 5 car with 3. 1, 2. Rusty Wallace can't hold him off. And Harry Gant has worked his way up to 6th. Alan Kulwicki has 2 Reflexes. So he gets the 5, going after the 5 car with a 1. That he holds him off. He gets 1 more shot. Gets his 5 car with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Harry Gant holds him off twice. Ricky Rudd needs a 4. We get a 4. He's going after the 6 car 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, but not 5. And so Rudd sneaks up into 7th place. And Dale Jarrett has a reflex. He needs a 4, and that's a 5. So we're through 160 laps, and Darrell Waltrip has managed to sneak up into 2nd place, and it's time for a pit stop. So, pit stops. We got a 5, and then we got a 5 and 3. So the 5s and the 3s are going to swap. Coming out of the pits, 5s and 3s swap. Then a 5 on a pit stop is for a fast pit is going to be, it's going to be the top 2 groups and the leader. So everyone on the boards will get a chance at a chip. So let's start with Kyle Petty, fast pit of 9. Yes, he does. Darrell Waltrip, fast pit of 8. Yes, he does. Jeffrey Bodine, fast pit of 7. Yep, managed to get one. All right, Harry Gant has fast pit of 9. Yep. Dale Earnhardt, fast pit of 8. Yes. Bill Elliott, fast pit of 10. Yes. Ricky Rudd, fast pit of 8. No, yes he does. Everyone's getting a chip. Dale Jarrett, fast pit of 6. He just gets one. Terry Labonte, 8. No, that's a 9. Alan Kulwicki with a 10. He gets a chip. Rusty Wallace with an 8. He gets a chip. Kenny Schrader with a 7. He gets a chip. Rick Mass needs a 6 or less. That's an 8, no there. Brett Bodine needs a 7. Yep, he gets one. Ernie Urban needs an 8. He gets one. Davey Allison needs a 7. Excuse me, needs a 10. He gets one. Jimmy Hensley needs a 6. No. Morgan Shepherd needs a 7. No. And Wally Dallenbach needs a 6. That's a yes. So let's reshuffle. He has 2 chips, gets to move up. Everyone else has 1. He moves here, he moves here, he moves here. You move here. You move. Oops. Here. You get to move up here. And you get to move up there. So there we go. Everyone's reshuffled. Now, all right, who's going to get a chance at the lead? White is number 5. Bill Elliott with a 6. Nope. But he's going to use a chip. Petty uses one to defend. And so there we go. We are through 170 laps. Kyle Petty still in first place, followed by Jeffrey Bodine, Darrell Waltrip, Harry Gant, Dale Earnhardt, Bill Elliott, Ricky Rudd, Dale Jarrett, Alan Kulwicki, and Rusty Wallace, rounding out your top 10. All right, and we're back under green flag. So 5 is the bottom group. Ooh, and we got some box cars, which means we're gonna have a rare and we're gonna have a problem. So let's figure the problem first. Who's gonna have the problem? 1 will be odd, so the highest triangle. Do we have any triangles up here in the top? I do not think we do. So who's got, Andy Belmont's got a triangle. So he's got an E. We are now officially through the first third of the race. And so he, with a, let's see what his problem is. 32 is loosen the turn to the end of the bottom group. So Belmont is going to move to the back after being loose. And now we've got to figure out the rare. So what's our rare? 62. And we said bottom group, 62, pit crew incident. So use the driver finder to determine which driver's crew sparks the incident. The incident will involve the pit crew of either the driver in the next place ahead or behind. Your choice. You may roll to determine. These drivers are now placed on the feud list. So in the bottom group, 62 is driver number, top, bottom group, driver number 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We only got 14. We got to roll again. 12 is driver number 1. So who does he have a problem with? He, number 8, Dick Trickle. We have nobody fuming or feuding. And we're not going to feud with the same brand. So we're going to feud with Rick Mast. So we are now on the feud list with this pit crew incident. So, as I throw my pencil across the room, number 8 and number 1 are feuding. And that will get us through lap number 180. All right, now let's see what the next turn is going to do. A 6 is feuding, and we got an 8, which is number 6 in the 6 cars in the middle group. Get to do a duel. So the 6 cars in the middle. So Rick Mast, and with him having a 3, I think he's just going to sit still. We got Morgan Shepherd with a 4 rating. With a 4. And now all these guys got chips. They can fend them off. Does he want to go after Terry Labonte? He's only got an escape of 7. It's too early in the race. I think he's just going to bide his time. Because if he loses, he's got a 2 and 3 chance of winning the duel. But if he loses, he's only got a 50-50 of staying in the race. Too early to take that chance. I think he'll skip. So we're through 190 laps. Still have Kyle Petty leading the way. All right. We have a 3, which would be middle group, and we have a 5, which is star. So who are the stars? Well, Morgan Shepherd's a star. So we need a 4. We got it. Going after car number 5 with a 2. Nope, Bill fends him off. Who else is a star? Terry Labonte. So we need a 4. We get a 5, so he doesn't go on. Star, Davey Allison's got 2 stars. So he needs a 5. He gets it. Going after car number 2 with a 6, so he'll win that outright. Waltrip will use it to defend. Allison will use it to gain. So Allison moves up to 3rd, and he gets a 2nd shot now going after Petty. He's got a 2, and there's a 5. So Petty he has a star, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he needs to use his chip to defend. All right. So he's up there. Who else is a star? What? Ernie Irvan has 2 stars. He needs a 5. He gets it. Going after card number 6 with a 2. He defends. Ernie Irvan uses the chip. Ricky Red defends. But Irvan will get another chance with having 2 stars. A 6. Nope, he doesn't get it. Brett Bodine. He's a star. Needs a 4. He gets it. Going after card number 3 with a 4. And Harry Gant's only got 3, but he can use his chip to defend. But Bodine can use his chip to win. And so they will swap. Brett Bodine works his way up to 4th. Kenny Schrader's a star. We need a 5. And we get it. Going after card number 6. And he gets it automatically. So he moves into 7th place. Who else is a star? Alan Kowicki's a star. Needs a 5. He gets it. Card number 2 with a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. He manages to sneak past. And Kowicki's up to 3rd. And he started, where did Kowicki start? He started the race in 17th. He's been up and down. Dale Jarrett's a star. So he needs a 4. He gets it. Going up to car number 1 with a 5. 1, 2. But he can defend. Jarrett uses his chip to get by, and Bodine defends again. And so there you have it. We're through 200 laps, 40% of the way through the race. And Kyle Petty in the mellow yellow Pontiac is still holding on to 1st. All right. 5 will be bottom group. And a 6 is control. So who in the bottom has control? Well, Jimmy Means has control. He needs a 2, but avoid a 6. He doesn't get either. Craig Sachs in the 41 Kellogg's Frosted Flakes car needs a 4. He gets it. He's going after 4 odd. So 4 odd is Dallenbach. And we're going after control. And he gets it, but Dallenbach will use his chip to defend. Control, Chad Little. He is in the metal racing car. We need a 3 for him. Nope, that's a 6. Hut Strickland needs a 4. Nope. Sterling Marlin, who we haven't heard of much. He's been doing well in my replay. Haven't heard much from him today. He needs a 5. He gets it. Going after 1 even is Daryl Jarrett with a 3, and he manages a sneak by him. He works his way up to 8th place. Control, Ted Musgrave. We need a 4. We don't get it. Derek Cope needs a 3. We get it. He's going after 4 odd, which will be Wally Dallenbach, and he will sneak by him. Michael Waltrip has control. He needs a 4. We get it. Going after 5 even is Terry Labonte, but he holds him off. Control, Mark Martin. Haven't heard much out of him. He's got a 5. We get it. Going after 4 even is Daryl Waltrip, and Waltrip holds him off. And finally, Dick Trickle with a 4. We get a 4. He's going after 4 even, which will be Daryl Waltrip, and Daryl cannot hold him off with that 5, and so Trickle moves up into the top groups. And so now we're through 210 laps. All right. 1 is the top group. 9 is Trouble. So we're going to start with our leader. We need Trouble. Escape is an 8. He barely squeaks by. Jeffrey Bodine with a 9. Nope, he's collected. Alan Kulwicki, can you, well, first off, can he get his 9? He does, he can keep the chip. Escape 9 for Bodine. Yes. Dale Earnhardt has a 10 for Escape. Yes. Bill Elliott's Escape is a 10. Yes. And Kenny Schrader has a 5. And he can keep it and save the chip. So we're going to have yellow. As number 15, Jeffrey Bodine in the Motorcraft Ford. Got Trouble. Let's get everyone moved up. All right. Marlon gets to move automatic because it's a yellow. And then we got to see if Bodine gets to stay in the race. So, for Trouble, he's got a C rating. We're in the middle. That's a 7 minus 1 is 6. He needs a 6 or less. Nope, he's out. So Jeffrey Bodine will be finished 33rd. And that'll be on lap 200 and call it 210, 215. He's going to be out from an accident. All right, one turn of yellow, which will put us through 230 laps, and we're black to green flag racing. 1's the top group. 5 will be stars. Sterling Marlin's a star. He needs a 5 to go after Kyle Petty. Oops, he gets it. But Petty holds him off. Who else is a star? Kenny Schrader's a star. He needs a 5. He gets it. Kyle Petty has 1, 2, 3, 4. Holds him off, but Schrader will use his chip. And Kenny Schrader in that number 25 Kodiak is in first place. And that's going to be on lap 230, 232. So that means Petty held on for 124 laps. He was your race leader. Okay, who else is a star? Well, Bill Elliott's a star. He needs a 5. Nope, that's a 6. Dale Earnhardt's a star. He needs a 5. Gets it. Schrader's got a 1, but Earnhardt will use his chip, and he will be your new race leader. We're saying that'll be on lap 236. Who else is a star? Brett Bodine's a star. He needs a 4. Nope, that's a 6. And Alan Kulwicki's a star. He needs a 5. He gets it. Earnhardt holds him up. Kulwicki will use his chip. And Alan Kulwicki will sneak up into first place on lap 239. So we're through 240 laps. Your new leader in the number 7 Hooters car is Alan Kulwicki, followed by Dale Earnhardt, Brett Bodine, Kenny Schrader, Bill Elliott, and that's your top 5. Followed by Kyle Petty, Sterling Marlin, Davey Allison, Rusty Wallace, and Ricky Rudd that's your top 10. All right. And we're going to do 6, which is a duel. 7 is feud or fume or feud. So we need to figure out who's mad at who. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 different cars out here. We got car number 25 is Kenny Schrader. He's got a feud against Jeffrey Bodine, who is out, so we'll eliminate them, and that feud will go away today. We've got, we said Dick Trickle mad at the Risk Mass group. We've got number 94, Terry Labonte's been he's fuming because people keep dueling him and pushing him out. And then we got Bill Elliott, who lost a duel. So I think what we'll do is odd, we do the feuding list. Even, we do the fuming. Odd, so it's even, we're going to do the fuming. So we are either going to have Labonte or we're going to have Elliott. So odd is Labonte. 1, 2, 3 is Labonte. 4, 5, 6 Elliott. So Labonte. So who are you going to go after? Who's going to be the feud fume? Let's see. So who's he going to go after? Well, he's going to go after Davey Allison, I think. He's just in a bad mood, and he's going to try to move up. Right? Because we can go after anybody. If you're feuding, he can go after anyone he wants. So we'll keep it in the group, and we'll go after Allison. So 2 die, determine the outlet. So you're the rabbit, you're the turtle. An 8, turtle to the bottom, and which I believe to the bottom of the last group. So you did it to yourself. So can Mark Martin move up? Well, he needs a 5. He does. There we go. All right. So we are through 250 laps. We're halfway home. And 3 will be the middle group. 7 is going to be reflex. So Mark Martin has a reflex. He needs a 5. Nope, that's a 6. Tara Waltrip has reflex. We need a 5. That's a 6. Derek Cope has reflex. We need a 3. That's a 2. Going after car number 3, and he will pass him. Derek Cope up to 4th place. Dick Trickle has reflex. Need a 4. Get a 5. Harry Gant has reflex. Need a 5. We get a 3. Going after car number 4. And reflex 1, 2, 3, 4. Elliott holds him off. Ricky Rudd with a reflex. Need a 4. Nope, that's a 6. Rusty Wallace. Need a 5. Get a 6. And he was going up against car number 5. But he can use his chip to win that duel. Rusty Wallace up to 6th place. Davey Allison with a reflex. Needs a 5. And that's a 6. So there we are through 260 laps. And it's time for pit stops. All right, so 6 on pit stops. It's going to be just TV drivers. And we have a pit violation. So on a doubles on a pit stop, that means the number 5 cars, so Rusty Wallace and Rick Mask Morgan Shepherd were flagged for pit violations. So that's going to be lap 265. We're going to have pit violations on 2, 21, and 1. So we need to move cars up. And so, okay, so you need to move here, up there, there, up here. Bring you 3 up. 2, 3, 3, 3. All right, and then we need to see who we said TV. So that means Daryl, does he get a fast pit? That'll be, he needs an 8. Oh, sorry, at the top. Davey Allison needs a 10. Yes. Kenny Schrader needs a 7. Yes. Jimmy Hensley needs a 6. Barely. And Daryl Waltrip needs an 8. And yes, they all pretty much hit their numbers right on. We need to move the drivers up. And which driver is going to get a chance at the leader? Number 5 with a 3, and Sterling Marlin, coming out of the pits, will overtake Kowicki. So that's going to be on lap 266. So that means Kowicki led for 26 laps. All right. Now we're through 270. Your new leader in the number 22 Maxwell House car, Sterling Marlin, followed by Davey Allison, Brett Bodine, Derek Cope, and Bill Elliott in your top 5. Okay, 5 is bottom group, and 10 will be a skill check. So who has skill in the bottom? Well, Morgan Shepherd does. That's a 4. He gets it. He's going after 3 even. 3 even is Trickle with a 2, and he does not have enough to hold him off, and so they are going to swap. And Morgan Shepherd right back up into the race. Who else has a skill? Well, so Rusty Wallace does. Rusty needs a 5. He gets it, going after 3 odd. 3 odd is Kyle Petty. No way he can fight that one. So Rusty Wallace right back in the thick of it. And Kyle Petty, who at one point had led 124 laps, has fallen all the way down into 30th spot. All right, we need a skill check. Andy Belmont has a skill, so he needs a 3 just to stay in the race. Nope, he is out. He's going to have a problem. What's your problem, Andy? 43. overheating, roll for repair, and you have a neat pit crew, you're done. So we're going to say on lap 273, Andy Belmont in that FDP brake car is done. Out, we'll say that's an engine. Okay, who else has skill? Greg Sachs has skill. He needs a 4. That's a 1. He's going up against 4 odd. 4 odd will be Harry Gant. He has 3. 1, 2, 3. Harry holds him off. Chad Little. He needs a 3. He gets it. Going after 2 odd. Ernie Irving with a 3. 1. Nope. So he will swap with Irving. Skill. Dale Jarrett has skill. He needs a 4. Nope. Jimmy Horton has a skill. He needs a 2, but not a 6. And he has a 6, which means he's got a problem. What's your problem, Jimmy? 35. Tighten the turn to the end of the bottom group. So he's going to work his way to the back. And that will be 280 laps in the books. All right. Next turn. 1 is top group. 8 we got is smart with a problem at the end plus a problem. So let's see who's the first problem. How many triangle drivers we got left? We have 2. So let's see, are we going to go after means, or they're both going to have an issue? So who are we going to go after first? 4 even highest. Jimmy Means. Let's double check. We have no triangles up here in the top, correct? We do not. There's only 2 left. Jimmy Means. What's your problem, Jimmy? 62. Clutch problem. Roll for repair. You've got an E. You're done for the day. So, car, the number 52, Jimmy Means Racing, on lap 283 is going to be out with a clutch. Now we got to go through and roll for our smart on the top. Earnhardt Smart, he needs a 5. He gets it, and that'll automatically take over Sterling Marlin. So Dale Earnhardt is going to retake the lead on lap 284. Which means that Sterling Marlin had it for 17 laps. Okay, who else is smart? Colwicky Smart. He needs a 5, which he gets it. Earnhardt has a 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to overtake Earnhardt. Earnhardt has the lead for 1 lap. Who else is smart? Bill Elliott's smart. He needs a 5. Nope. Derek Copa smart. Needs a 3. Gets it, but Colwicky can hold him off. Brett Bodine needs a 4. He gets it, but Colwicky holds him off. And that's it. So we're through 290 laps. Your new leader in the number 7 Hooters car is Alan Colwicky. And rounding out the top 5, Davey Allison, Brett Bodine, Derek Cope, and Bill Elliott. Now we've got a problem at the end. And the only remaining triangle driver is going to be Jimmy Horton. What's your problem, Jimmy? How come he was named Jimmy? 51. 51, spin. Drop to front of the bottom group. So you go down, you're already in the bottom. You spin out, you'll just be that much further behind. All right, we're through 290 laps. 5 is the bottom group. 9 is trouble. So let's see who gets collected. Ted Musgrave with a 9. You barely stay in. Dale Jarrett has a 9. Nope, he's collected. Strickland with an 8. He stays in. Ernie Irvin with a 6. He's out, or collected. Richard Petty with a 7. He holds on. Greg Sachs with an 8. He stays. Labonte with an 11. He's still in. Kyle Petty with an 8. Oh, he's collected. Dick Trickle with a 6. He's collected. Rick Mast with a 7. He's collected. And Jimmy Horton with a 7. He was so far back, he saw it coming. All right, so we are on lap 295. We have trouble with car number 18, 4, 42, 8, and 1. That's going to be 2 yellow flag turn. So 1, 2. Hell, can we get some repairs done? All right. Dale Jarrett's got a B rating. We're still in the middle third. We lose one on our repair roll at Dover. So a B7 becomes a 6. Nope. Jarrett's out. Actually, I'm going to start from the bottom end so I can write them up. Mast with a C. He needs a 4. He's out. Dick Trickle with a C needs a 4. And he's out. Kyle Petty with a B needs a 6. He's out. Ernie Irvin with a D. He needs Snake Eyes to stay in, and he's out. All 5 are out of the race. Car number 1, car number 8, car number 42, car number 4, car number 18 on lap 295 out for an accident. And that'll be the order how they finish. So we're down to 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 cars out of the original 38 still on the track. All right, we've gone through 320 laps. We're going back to green flag racing. A 5 is the bottom, not that there's many left. We had Snake Eyes here, which will be reflex, and we're gonna have a problem. So first let's figure out the problem. And the problem is gonna be the only triangle left, Jimmy Horton. What's your problem, Jimmy? 21, cut tire causes wreck, out of race, yellow flag. And does that automatically stop it? I want to say that if there's a yellow on a trouble, we don't even go back out and figure out the rest of the stuff. I'm pretty sure a yellow flag stops everything in its tracks. So we're going to say lap 325, trouble for, hang on, we got to do the whole group. What did we say that was? 21. Causes a wreck, out of race. Yep, so he's the only one out. He's going to be done for the day. So car number 32, which is the Active Trucking Chevrolet being driven by Jimmy Horton, is done due to an accident. And there will be a yellow. So that's going to take us through 330 laps. We are now 2/3 of the way through the race, and we're back to green flag racing. 6 is a duel. How come we always get 5? 5 is the number 5 in the top group, Sterling Marlin with a Ford. He's going to go after Derek Cope. So he needs a 5. He gets it. He'll get a chip. Derek Cope now, to escape, needs a 7. And he does not. He spins out. And so he's going to go to the fuming list. Well, first let's see here. Can he he didn't escape. Can he get fixed? A C in the last third. We go to the trouble on that. He needs a 4 or less. No, he is done. And so that's going to bring out another yellow. So we were on lap 335. Lost duel by number 10. Brings out a yellow. He is not going to be happy. That will be a feud. Number 10 versus number 22, which will carry over to next week. So Derek Cope in the Perlator Filter Chevrolet is done on lap 335. And everyone will move up. There we go. Do it like that. Okay. So we're through 350 laps. We're back to green flag racing. 6 is the bottom group. 9 is trouble. Not many left here. Okay, Hut Strickland needs an 8. No. Richard Petty needs a 7. Yes, he manages to sneak by. Greg Sachs needs an 8. He sneaks by. Terry Labonte needs an 11. He sneaks by. So the only one collected is going to be Hut Strickland. He's got a D in the final third. He needs a 1 or a 2. Or he's going to be a 2 or he needs a 2 or a 3. And no, he's out. So lap 355. We have trouble, and number 12, Hut Strickland, in the Ray Besta Chevy is done for the day. 3, 5, 5 out with an accident. All right, and that's a yellow. And so they are going to, that'll bring us to the pit stop. So on our pit stop, 6. Well, first off, we got 5 and 4. So 5 and 4 swap in both groups. Then we've got a 6, and that means TV drivers. So who are the TV drivers? Well, let's see. Davey Allison, he needs a 10. He gets it. Kenny Schrader needs a 7. He gets it. Jimmy Hensley needs a 6. Nope. Daryl Waltrip needs an 8. Yes. So, let's see. You're going to move up here, and then you two are just going to swap. And then someone up here is going to get a shot at the race leader. And let's see who. Car number 2, Kenny Schrader with a 1. He has enough. And so Kenny Schrader is going to move up into the number 25 car. Kenny Schrader in the Kodiak Chevrolet will take over the lead on lap 365. Which means that Kowicki led for 80 laps. All right. So we're through 370. We're in the last third of the race. 3 is the middle. 4 is TV. So we only got 2 of them. Jimmy Hensley needs a 4. He gets it. He's going after 5. That'll be an automatic swap. And so he works his way up to 6th place. And Daryl Waltrip needs a 5. He does not get it. He was going after car number 6, but he can use a chip and move up that 1 spot. 380 in the books. Now, let's see. We've got a 4, which is the middle group. And we've got a 9, which will be trouble. So, Brett Bodine, can he escape with a 9? Yes, he does. Bill Elliott needs a 10. Yes, he does. Chad Little have 5. No. How about Morgan Shepherd with a 7? No. Rusty Wallace needs a 10. Yes. Ricky Rudd needs a 9. Yes. Michael Waltrip needs a 7. Barely. Wally Dellenbach needs an 8. Yes. Harry Gant needs a 9. Yep. Mark Martin needs an 8. Barely. Bobby Hamilton a 9. Yep, that's a name we haven't heard much today. Ted Musgrave needs a 9, and he is collected. So these guys are going to move up. Now we're lap 385 with trouble. Cars number 9, 21, and 55. Let's see if we can get any repairs done. Ted Musgrave, A pit rating, last third of the race. 7. He needs a 6 or less. Nope, he's done. Same thing, 6 or less for Morgan Shepherd. Ooh, he manages to stay in. Chad Little's a D. He needs a 2 or a 3. Nope, he's out. So Morgan Shepherd manages to stay in. But Chad Little and Ted Musgrave are done for the day. Lap 385. Out with another accident. And so we're down to 20 cars still running out of the 38 that started. And that's going to bring 2 yellows. So we are through 410 laps and we are back to green flag racing. Let's recap. Your race leader, Kenny Schrader, and followed by Davey Allison, Alan Kowicki, Sterling Martin, and Dale Earnhardt. Red flag drops, top group 5 will be stars. Well, Earnhardt's a star. He needs a 5. He gets it, and a 6 is enough to overtake Schrader. Schrader uses the chip to keep first place. Martin's a star. 1's enough, but you can't beat a 1. He'll use his chip to win. He'll use his chip to defend. Alan Kowicki's a star. He needs a 5. He does not. And Davey Allison is a star 2 times. 6 does not do it, but he'll use his chip to take it over. And so Davey Allison is your new race leader on lap 418. (45, 53 laps led by Kenny Schrader. So we're through 420 laps. Your new leaders, Davey Allison, followed by Kenny Schrader, Kowicki, Marlin, and Dale Earnhardt. Davey Allison in that number 28 Texaco Ford is our points leader. All right, a 6 is a duel, and 7 is feud or fuming. Well, let's see. 8 and 1, they're both out of the race. 10 and 22, 10's out of the race. We got 94, we got 11. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 is Labonte. 4, 5, 6 is Elliott. It's Labonte. Labonte is just in a bad mood. He lost 2 duels early on to make him fuming, and then he tried a duel and got sent back to the back of the race. He is just not having a good day. Who's he going after in that Oldsmobile? He's going to go after Brett Bodine. So it's going to be hare, rabbit and hare, or rabbit and turtle. Let's see what we get. A 5 will be rabbit out and yellow. So he is out. Labonte wins a chip. And that's going to make Brett Bodine not very happy with Mr. Labonte. So on lap 425, we have a lost duel by number 26, and he is going to be out. So he'll finish 26th due to getting into the wall, and he's done for the day. 19, half the track half the field is out. That'll be a yellow. And we have 440 laps in the book, 60 to go. And we're going to drop the green flag. 3 is middle. 12 is going to be rare with a problem. So first off, why don't we get the problem out of the way? We don't have any triangles left, so we got to use the finder. And a 44, it's going to be number 4 even. 4 even, Harry Gant. What's your problem, Harry? 55, odd problem, unless you got to pick crew A or B, which you do, so no problem. But we do have rare. So what's our rare? 32. In the middle group, 32, track condition deteriorates, all drivers lose control quality. And I'm assuming that means just in the middle group. Right? But if track conditions deteriorate, every driver, so I'm going to say all drivers are all drivers. So the track's getting in tough shape. Control is no longer used. So that was, we're through 450, 50 laps to go. Track conditions deteriorate, lose control. My note to myself. All right, we're down to 50 laps. A 4 is the middle. 8 is smart with a problem at the end. Who is smart? Morgan Shepherd's smart. He needs a 4. He gets a 5. Let's see. Mark Martin is smart. He needs a 5. Nope, he got a 6. Harry Gant is smart and needs a 5. He gets it. Going after car number 1, and a 6 is an automatic. Kenny Schrader slips to 14th. Harry Gant is in that number 33. Skull Ben is up in 2nd place again. Wally Dallenbach Jr. is smart. He needs a 3. That's a 6. Michael Waltrip is smart. He needs a 4. And he gets it. Car number 4 with a 5. 1, 2, 3. He will swap spots with Earnhardt. Ricky Rudd is smart. He needs a 4. And he gets it. Going up against car number 6 with a 3. 1, 2, but Dale Waltrip will use his chip. Rusty Wallace is smart. That's needs a 5, and he gets it. Going up against car number 4, and he will swap spots with Michael Waltrip. Bill Elliott's smart. That one will do it. Car number 5 with a 2, and Hensley will use his chip to hold him off. And Terry Labonte is smart. It's a 4. He gets it. Car number 2 with a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, but he'll use his chip. And now Labonte has worked his way up to 3rd place after being at the end of the pack here earlier. And we're down to 40 laps to go, and that's going to be the last pit. Last pit stop. So 4 will be the middle group for the fast checks. And numbers 1 and 4 are going to swap. So Rusty Wallace is going to make his way up to 2nd place. Haven't heard his name a whole lot today. And fast pit stop checks. Kenny Schrader with a 7. Yep. Mark Martin with a 9. Yes. Michael Waltrip needs a 6. No. Ricky Rudd needs an 8. Yes. Dale Earnhardt needs an 8. No. Dallenbach needs a 6. Yes. Ellen Kowicki needs a 10. That's a yes. Bill Elliott needs a 10. That's a yes. Let's see. Bobby Hamilton needs a 6. Yep. Richard Petty needs a 5. No. Greg Saxon a 5. Yep. And Morgan Shepherd needs a 7. No, that's an 8. So we're going to move drivers up. Here. And it looks like Earnhardt has shoveled all the way back now into what, 16th place. And we get one shot to take on the leader. Who's it going to be? Number 1, Rusty Wallace needs a 3. He gets it, but Davey Allison will use his chip to defend. And so 470, the books were down to the last 30 laps. 5 is bottom. We have nobody in the bottom. So there goes a quick 10 laps. We're down to 20 laps to go. 4 is the middle group. 7 is Reflex. Who has Reflex ratings in the bottom? Looks like Richard Petty has a Reflex. He needs a 4. He gets it. Car number 6 with a 4. 1, 2, 3. He's going to overtake Darrell Waltrip. Dale Earnhardt has a Reflex. Needs a 5, and he gets it. Car number 1. And he's going to swap with Rusty Wallace. Earnhardt's up to 2nd place. Reflex. Bobby Hamilton. He needs a 3. No. He's going car number 2, but he will use his chip and move up to 3rd place. Reflex. Bill Elliott does. He needs a 5. Gets it. Car number 3 with a 1 holds him off, but he'll use his chip. And Bill Elliott, Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, up to 4th place. Kowicki, 2 reflexes. So, a 4, he makes it. Car number 6 with a 1 holds him off. Use the chip. Plus, he has another one he can use. He has 2 reflexes. He's going after Davey. Get a 5, yes. But Davey holds him off. All right, Reflex. Wally Dallenbach Jr. needs a 3. He did not get it. Going after car number 6, but he will use his chip and overtake Kowicki. A lot of changes going on here with 10 to 20 laps to go. Ricky Rudd's Reflex a 4. No. Going after car number 4, he will use his chip and overtake Harry Gant. Mark Martin has a Reflex, needs a 5. Gets it. Going after car number 6 with a 5, and he will overtake and keep that chip. That might come in handy. Kenny Schrader with a 5. Nope. Going after car number 1, but he will use his chip and he will overtake Earnhardt for 2nd. And so we're down to 10 laps. Your race leader is still Davey Allison, followed by Kenny Schrader, Bobby Hamilton, Bill Elliott, and Ricky Rudd. And this is the last turn. 5 is bottom. We don't have any. And actually, you're not supposed to. In the very last turn, you're not supposed to even use the bottom anyway. So we're going to re-roll. One. Top group, 9 is trouble. So we start with the race leader. He needs a 7 to escape. He does not. Looks like it must have happened with Allison. Kenny Schrader needs a 5. He does not. Bobby Hamilton needs a 9. He manages to squeak by. And he will be your race winner. Bill Elliott needs a 10. He gets by. He will be in second. Ricky Rudd. Well, I shouldn't say leader. We'll have to finish. Can't finish on a yellow. Okay, Ricky Rudd with a 9. He gets by. Jimmy Hensley with a 10. Nope. Mark Martin. Well, first off, can he get by and keep his chip with an 8? Yes. But we collected 3, so we got to go all the way down the bottom. It's going to trickle through. Dale Earnhardt. This could be the big one. Dale Earnhardt has a 10. No, he's collected. Wally Dallenbach Jr. with an 8. No. Harry Gant needs a 9. Barely. Alan Kowicki needs a 9. He managed to get by. Richard Petty needs a 7. He gets by. Sterling Marlin with an 8. He gets by. Terry Labonte with an 11. Gets by. Craig Sachs with an 8. Does not, but he'll use his chip. Rusty Wallace with a 10. He gets by. Darrell Waltrip with a 9. He squeaks by. Michael Waltrip with a 7. He gets by. And Morgan Shepherd with a 7 is collected. All right. Who managed to sneak out of this mess? I'm going to start with Davey Allison. So we are looking, he's an A in the last third, 7. He needs a 6 or less to stay in the race. No, he's collected. Schrader with a C needs a 4 or less. He stays in. Better write this down. This was lap. We're going to say lap 495. Trouble with number 28. Number 25. 66. 3. 16. And 21. All right, Hensley at A. He needs a 6 or less. He is out. Earnhardt with a B needs a 5 or less. He is out. Dallenbach with a C needs a 4 or less. He is out. And Morgan Shepherd with an A, 6 or less. He is out. So the only one able to get back in with minimal damage was Kenny Schrader. Everybody else is out of the race with only 5 laps to go. On lap 495, out with accident. And so we're going to basically have a green-white checker finish. And I think they used to finish on yellows back in 2092. And if they did, I'm going to take a snapshot here of where everyone finished. But just in case they did, so if they did, that would mean Bobby Hamilton wins, Elliott second, Rudd third, Martin fourth, Gant fifth, Kulwicki sixth, The King seventh, and then Sterling Marlin, Terry Labonte, Greg Sachs. I think that's correct, but we're going to do a green-white checker. Oops. I'm going to use these. And 4 is middle, and 5 will be stars. So Kenny Schrader is a star. He needs a 5. He gets it. Oh, but we've got triples. That means no more challenges. We have a problem. So hang on here. Triples, no challenge and find problem for challenging driver. So Kenny Schrader's got a problem. 26 is electrical problem, roll for repair. And so he's got a C pit rating, which means I need a 4 or less. Nope, he is out. But that also means that no more. Wait, no challenge, find the problem for the challenge, then continue challenges. So you are done. You didn't have a yellow flag, so you're done, and we get to continue our challenges. So we said star rating. Michael Waltrip needs a 4. He gets it. Car number 5 with a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. He will move into the top. Star. Terry Labonte with a 4 gets it. Car number 1 with a 3. 1, 2, 3. He holds them off. And Sterling Marlin needs a 5. He gets it. Car number 1 for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. And they'll swap. And that's the finish. Bobby Hamilton wins the 1992 Budweiser 500. Thanks for following along. Kind of a long video. Yeah, it's something I've been doing this on the side, haven't shown videos. If you like what you see, hit like and subscribe. It's a long one. Leave me any comments you have. I'm sure I messed up. You know, if you saw it, I'm sure you can let me know. But here again, we have the 1992 Budweiser 500 champion in the 68 Oldsmobile Country Time, owned by TriStar Motorsports, is Bobby Hamilton. Thanks for following along, and thank you for following Triple G Sports Replays.